I got a story for you from this weekend. The missus and I went away for her birthday. It didn't go well. Anyways, I'm doing something a little bit different today. Any of you familiar with this? This is I think Babinga pipe that I got as a present, as a gift, with buying a pipe bag. So today we're gonna work on this. We're gonna rusticate it, we're gonna stain it, we're gonna make it look cool, we're gonna make it our own. I've already started carving a little bit, as you can see. I'll give you some tidbits about yesterday's day, the travels that we went on, and how the hotel was just the worst god-awful thing I've ever seen. But as always, safety first. Let's get to it. Ways that we can make this work. The first way to rusticate a pipe is using this thing. It's like a rustication tool. Yeah, it's just nails with tape. And I guess people just take it and kind of mar the edges like this. Now I've taped this off so that way I can leave an area that I'm going to stain a different color and leave it unrusticated, because I feel like that would look pretty damn sweet. So let's do that, but before that, let's make sure the rest of the pipe is safe from our stupid hands, rubbing our two singular brain cells together to complete a simple task. So grab your masking tape. Alright, cool. Now we have that. Then you're going to need a handle. As you can see, this is just a pick inside of an old wine cork. Me being a bartender, I have an unlimited supply of these. Put that in there, and now you have a good working surface. The second way that you can rusticate is using a Dremel like this with a little cutting bit and just going in and doing precision cuts, which we might try that out first. So let's see how we do. First things first, we need to put our name on this. Okay, well, now that we have our logo imprinted on here, we put our name on it, we can be proud of it, we can do a little border here. Alright, and now begins the fun part. We get to rusticate. So I'm going to first try this rustication tool out just to see if it does anything that's worth anything before I start using this on the whole pipe. So I don't hate it, but I don't love it either. I don't know if you can see that there. I'm gonna try it the other way. Alright, as you can see, this rustication process is going pretty well. It's more of like a design at this point. I think I might just keep going with that. I like it a lot. Alright, I think we've gotten to a point now where it's pretty well rusticated, as you can see. So the next step we're going to do is bleach this. And the reason is, when you bleach pipewood before you stain it, it takes the stain much better. Then the final product ends up looking much more professional. So that's a cool little pro tip. Now for the fun parts. We get to see this thing really start to pop and shine. Get yourself some gloves, because you're going to need them. Not quite yet, but you will right after, because we're going to be using some bleach. First things first, sand this down. Make it nice. There we go, that's the initial sanding down. Get that out of the way. So, now what happened this weekend? It's my woman's birthday, right? So she likes to travel, and I've never booked a hotel in my life. However, I've traveled quite a bit. So I said, how hard could this possibly be? Well, it's really not that hard to book a hotel. However, finding a good one apparently is hard. I book a hotel, and it looked pretty nice on the internet. I was looking at it. The hotel said that it's a seaside room hotel. And I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. Then it said it had 2 beds. And I was like, that's pretty cool too, because we can do business on one and sleep on the other. So then I saw the price. It was like $150. And I was like, you know what? For one night, yeah, heck yeah, why not? I look at it, and I look at reviews. Reviews are pretty good. I mean, it's like a 3.6 star overall out of like 700 reviews. I generally am the type of person that ignores 1-star reviews because I figure that's just a personal thing and people just get angry for no reason, and that's just how they are. Well, that was the first thing I did wrong. Secondly, I call up the front desk of the hotel after I see the deal online, and I was like, "Hi, I'm looking for a hotel. I want to see what you have to offer me for deals. I see that you have something online." And they're like, "Yeah, it's whatever you see online." Well, I don't know what to tell you. It's that type. That's another red flag. Now, if it wasn't for my woman's birthday, I would have just walked away at that point and not given this place my business. Because why would I? That's a lot of attitude for nothing. But I said, it's okay. Let's not get my ego involved here. Just book the hotel and see how it goes. So I booked the hotel, texted my woman, told her, "Hey, it's all booked. You got nothing to worry about. Everything's all set to go." And she was so happy to hear that. So I said, all right, one thing down, a couple more things to go. A couple more things being, presents for her, which I did. I took care of. She was very happy with them. I'll tell you about that maybe some other time while I'm writing. That's a tidbit for another time. So those things went well, at least. 2 weeks later come, and it's the day that we have to go up there. Now, it's about 3 hours away for us to drive there. 2.5 if we're breaking the law enough. Well, we didn't break the law enough that day anyways. We got there kind of late. We wanted to get there around 4. We got there about 7:30, so that was late. But we got there, and immediately my woman and I just got hit with this vibe of like down, decrepit shit. Just bad vibe. So I did not know what to think. I was like, this has to be a mistake. There's no way that this is the place, right? And lo and behold, I see the sign, which was a not well-lit sign. It was a crappy sign, well outdated by a good 2 decades. And I was like, oh God, this is a bait and switch, isn't it? And I said, hold on, let's keep calm. Let's see how it is. Let's go inside and make sure that everything is what we think it is rather than it actually being good and us not realizing that. Okay, here's the important thing about this. If you scan this, then you get to see areas that you've missed more. So I'm gonna go back and fix that right now. So we get there, I walk in, lo and behold, the concierge is the same person that answered the phone a couple weeks ago, and I was like, aha, now I have a face to this ugly, grumpy tone. I tell him, hey, we're here to check in. He says, yep, here you go. He hands us the keys, and I was like, this is not right. And he's like, you have an indoor facing room, not facing the sea, on the basement floor. And I was like, absolutely fucking not. That is not what I ordered. That is not what I booked. And he was like, nope, that room does not face seaside. And I was like, that room said it was a seaside room. And he says, no, the hotel is a seaside hotel. Now that's another huge red flag. Technicalities getting away from blame. Like, are you kidding me? You're gonna Pontius Pilate your way out of this? Is this your business plan? This is a bait and switch. This is false advertisement. But I said, okay, stay calm. This isn't my day. This is my woman's day. So let's go in, see how it is. She wasn't very happy about it either, obviously. So I opened the door to the room and all right, what wasn't wrong with this room? Well, it did indeed have the 2 beds that it advertised. Everything else that it was advertised was absolutely blatantly a lie. It had this weird chemical smell. The furnishings were outdated by 2 decades. At least the TV wasn't. There was a giant mirror on the back of the dresser, but that was blocked by said TV. There was ceiling tiles with stains in them. There's leaks above the ceiling in the plumbing. So that's just like, there's no way that this place is up to code anymore. And the door opens inwards, which means that that's against fire code as well, because doors are supposed to open outwards. So, everything about this place was just wrong, except for the beds, of course. So, my woman is like, this is BS, let's go get our money back and leave. Well, we go to the front deck, the concierge again, and we were treated basically the same way that a correctional officer would treat an inmate at a facility. Not well, obviously. She goes in and she's polite. She's very good with people too. She's also a bartender. And she's like, hey, I don't know how outdated your website is, but this was false advertising. He was like, you got a room with 2 beds, right? And she was like, yes. And he was like, it's not false advertisement. What? Another technicality. This man corrected a woman out of turn, spoke over her, and gaslit her into thinking that she was wrong, he was right, and that we need to just deal with it. Then I stepped in and I said, sweetheart, please go outside. Let me have a word. You are the type of man only a mother could love. Your own mother. Yo, what's up? My mother just interrupted to show me a meme. It said, it was a truck, a box truck, and on the back of it it said, don't get vaccinated, funeral home, and then it had the phone number for the funeral home. That's so morbid. I think those people have to make jokes out of what they do for a living. Long story short, he refused to give me my money back, and he said, take it up with booking.com. Now, I went to Booking.com and I showed him on my phone, on the spot, that Booking.com does not issue refunds. He does, because Booking.com is not the one that charges me, it's him. After he was rude to my woman, I said, sweetheart, let's go. This man is a waste of time. Don't let him waste any more of your time. Your time is much more important. He doesn't deserve not even a millisecond of it. Don't even glance at him. I'll take care of it when we get home. So, we left. She was very upset, needless to say, and she was very right to be upset. That took so much time out of our weekend, and we only get to see each other so much in between work and everything else we have going on in our lives. I wrote a review, and that doesn't do much, right? But that might in this area, because people read reviews because they want to travel. So, I gave a 1-star review because it deserved a 1-star review. And I was very objective about it in my writing of it. So, here's my other review. Be very wary when you go out looking for hotels. Of course, every hotel primps their photos. That's to be expected. But when they're so just blatantly disregarding your own mental acuity, your IQ and your intelligence, and then basically tells you that you're wrong for coming here, and they refuse to give you your money back, call your credit card company. By the way, always buy with credit card. Call your credit card company. Tell them what happened. They already disputed it for me. I called them and told them everything. They're like, oh my goodness, yeah, this isn't the first time this has happened. Let's dispute this. You'll get your money back. So, for me, it wasn't even about the money. Like, that money, I'm not going to cry over. I'll make it back. For me, it was about not giving money to a business like that. Because when your business ploy is bait and switch, false advertisement, and then on top of that, manipulation and gaslighting your own patrons. Is this a joke? How is this okay? So, I would say I'm boycotting, but that takes way too much energy, and it's not my problem. Instead, I'm here telling you about my weekend. And you can all go out there and say, wow, let's not go to that place. By the way, if you're figuring out which place it is, it's Copley Lorraine, I think that's the name of it. Many of you that are longtime subscribers also know that I'm a bartender, so this cannot end very well for the business in question, especially since I work at a upscale golf course here in my area. And a lot of people here love to travel, even up to Maine, which isn't that far away, but it's far enough to do a getaway. Now you can see how this isn't going to go very well for that person who didn't treat us well. I even warned him before we left. I was like, give me my money and we won't get any problems, because you were obviously not very honest. So here's your chance to clean things up. And he said, nope, not my problem, deal with it. So I said, okay, we're both bartenders. I run a YouTube channel and I have about 15,000 people following me on Google. So good luck. Now, and this isn't a threat, I was about this close to jumping over the counter and beating the crap out of him. I didn't, kept my cool, and I did things the right way. You know, as many of you watching are men, and I know that you all understand anger, because anger is just, It's the way that we express ourselves. It's our #1 way of expressing ourselves, is through anger. Now there's many forms of it, but anger seems to be our default. So, before I got too angry, I said, you know, it's not my day, it's for her, let's go and problem solve. Sadly, we drove all the way home after that. And it was not a good time. Not good, let me tell you that. Okay, we're done with this. Now we do the next fun part. Grab yourself a pipe cleaner. And it's getting dark now, so we're gonna go inside right after this, but this is really the part that we need to do out here. Grab yourself a pipe cleaner and get some bleach. Just gonna grab the pipe cleaner, do a little twisty here at the end, and just soak it in here. Now I'm gonna start coating the pipe with bleach. Also, please wear gloves. Bleach can melt your skin. I'm not kidding. So, we don't dip our pipe in the bleach. We just put some bleach on the pipe on the outside, because wood is porous and you don't want that getting into your wood. As you can see, it's already bleaching the wood a little bit. This is the fun part because we really get to see more of our rustication process here, which is great, honestly. It's very fun to watch our creations come to fruition. When you have vision, always follow it, because your vision knows something that the rest of the people in here do not. There's a few ways to make pipes get some color in them. My favorite way, or from what I've read online, is using Phoebe's leather dye. So, all you have to do is coat this and grab yourself a source of fire, which I forgot to grab. I'm gonna go grab one really quick. My woman just texted me after I got inside from doing this outside, asked me if I put my review out. I said yes, so that's live now on Google for everyone to see. My very first, hopefully only ever, 1-star review. Moment of truth, everyone. Before I keep going, make sure that you like this video and subscribe to this channel for more content like this and other stuff. I like to do a lot of stuff on this channel. That's why I've named it after myself and not Writing with Manny or something like that. And burn it all off. Let's give this a quick little sanding here. I'm wearing gloves even though it's dried now technically, just because... Kinda like that. Looks almost like a desert. A cracked desert. Any of you smoke pipe? If you do, what's your favorite blend? And what is your current favorite pipe that you smoke out of? Also, tell me the story of how you started. Was it a grandfather thing? You saw your grandfather doing it and you said, I want to do that too, Papa? I know for me, I found my grandfather's pipe when I was younger, and I was always interested in what it would be like. You know, I see people doing this in movies and on the street. I smelled a scent one time and I was like, what is that? That smells like nothing I've ever smelled before, but I know it's smoking of some sort. And I look, and lo and behold, it's a man smoking a pipe. Of course, at the time, I didn't know that there was more than one kind of pipe tobacco. I thought that all pipes smelled like that. But it doesn't matter. What matters is that I enjoyed that scent. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna give that a go. I'm probably gonna like it, but if I don't, no harm done. This is another thing I tried when I first went to college. I bought myself a pipe, my first pipe. I didn't love it, so I put it away and I stopped smoking for a while. When I got older and I went to another university, that's when I decided to give this another shot. I started researching again because I smelled another person walking down the street. I smelled his pipe and I was like, that's different than what I had in Canada. So I went on Google and YouTube and I started realizing, oh, I probably just didn't like the blend of tobacco. So I tried something else by the name of Lane BCA. Yep, a black Cavendish, pretty simple one. One of Lane's best sellings, honestly. I enjoyed it thoroughly. So then I tried Lane 1Q, and I was like, this needs something. And then I mixed the two together in a 1-to-1 ratio. I loved it. That was it. I knew it. That was going to be my signature blend. Now I'm starting to try new things like Virginia Periques, and I might try my first Latakia soon. I don't know if it's going to be too soon though, because I opened up the tin. It was Lane HGL, by the way, an aromatic with a little bit of Latakia in it. That little bit goes so long. It was honestly too much for my nose. I opened the tin and immediately closed it. I was like, whoa. It smells like a Vermont barn caught fire and then landed in a swamp. Don't know if I like that. Hit it with some 600 grit sandpaper really quick, and then I'm going to start buffing it. But yeah, I still cannot believe how rude that concierge at the hotel was. I mean, like, I can believe it, part of me, but I can't at the same time. Like, how can you be like that? That's just wrong. By the way, everyone on YouTube, can you do us all a solid and go tell my woman happy birthday in the comments? If you don't, I'll find you. Oh, I'm thinking that over the winter time, it's gonna be way too cold to ride and do any meaningful videos, to the point where it's dangerous. I'm gonna do some sitting outside smoking and talking videos. I think that would be really fun, something to try out. It seems like my channel is mid-level when it comes to subscribership, or a channel that's gonna have any sort of pipe content on it. I don't know if that's because YouTube shadow bans that content or not, but we're gonna find out, because on this channel, we're transparent. We are who we are. We live by our terms to be who we always want to be. That is the way of being marvelous. And you know what? It makes you a better person, honestly. This is 600 grit sandpaper, for anyone wondering. Some contrast in there. The dark crevasses and the lighter raised parts of the rustication that I've done. What's the best birthday gift that you've ever gotten? I want to know, because I've discovered something in myself in the past year and a half, is that I am neither the best at receiving nor creating gifts. Some people are really good at it, and those of you that are like that, you know who you are. But a lot of us really struggle with that, and I'm one of those people. I want to learn from you if you have any information on giving good gifts. Because perfection sometimes is too much, especially in something that was inherently imperfect to begin with. I'm pretty good at seeing things that aren't perfect. Which might make you wonder, how can I stand my motorcycle? Well, I sit. That was pretty funny. You know what? I don't know what else to tell you other than you need to subscribe if you want me to stop making these horrendous jokes. We're going to take our carnauba wax. I'm still wearing eye protection for this because I'm going to be using a rotary tool. I've never done any of this before. This is my first time trying any of this stuff that I'm doing right here. Wow, this is turning out to be so beautiful. That is freaking cool, man. Wow. Look at that. You can do this at home. I like it. I like it a lot. We have one final thing to do now. We gotta coat the bowl so that we can get it ready for its first smoke. There's a few ways to do this. I like the natural methods the most. What I do is I grab a Q-tip. Grab yourself your favorite local raw honey. You don't need too much, honestly. Like, this is too much, but I'm just mixing, so. After that, grab yourself a pipe filter that has activated charcoal in it. Start rolling it around in your hand so you can start breaking up the charcoal and mix it in with the honey. Now, what we're doing here is creating basically like a natural coating. If any of you do smoke, you've probably bought pipes and realized that it has this coating in them, and that is there to prevent it from burning out. What you're gonna do is just begin mixing all of that. It's going to turn a nice dark color. Now this honey, it's going to do a couple things. One, it's going to coat the bowl. Two, it's going to seep into the pores of the wood around the bowl and prevent any of the exterior chemicals from coming into it. There's no mistakes, just happy accidents. Oftentimes I wonder what would life be like if we had a president that was very much like Bob Ross. Because honestly, Bob Ross was the shit. And we do wow. And it even has our name on it, something we enjoy. This is the first time I've, well, kind of made a pipe. I mean, I didn't do start to finish, but I definitely did the mid to finish part. I haven't made a pipe since high school. Well, now that we're all done, I guess we could do some glamour shots. Thanks for sticking around. Man, this is not flattering lighting. Realize that this tripod also doubles as a selfie stick. So, like, comment, subscribe, or whatever else all YouTubers want you to do. Stay safe, have fun, and remember to stay marvelous. Peace out, everyone.